let's concentrate on someone who's been making this extraordinary journey from Edinburgh to Exmouth. Alistair Cope, www.papete.co.uk. Follow his adventures on there. He's coming to the conclusion of that particular epic adventure. So, Wednesday evening, it's got a little inclement. There has been moisture falling from the skies. Alistair Cope, hello to you.
Hi Vic, good evening.
Now, some rather extraordinary news, because Edinburgh to Exmouth, Exmouth of course is in Devon. Where are you?
Oh, well, I'm in Devon. And it's a lovely feeling. In fact, as I was canoeing alongside the canal today, I saw 2 Devon flags flying on the embankment, and I thought, yay! I'm here, I'm in home territory. It's a great feeling.
Fantastic. The weather has broken a little bit, so as predicted, I think it's going to be all right, because I think it's going to be Sunday when it gets a bit messy. But you are well and truly on the downward slope now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been trying to get it, but I can't get it. So that's interesting. So Sunday is coming in a bit. Saturday would be great if it could be nice on Saturday, if you can sort that out.
It's going to be, I think.
Well,
I don't know. It's up in the air, I think. That's all I can say. Yeah.
But if it stays in the air, up in the air, up in the clouds, and not comes down, I'll be happy with it. Because actually, I've kind of been down tonight because I'm inside a B&B. I'm in the Globe Inn in Stamford Peveril. If anyone's in, pop in, have a drink later, and I'm just getting myself sorted out, and I'm feeling a bit strange, really. It's a very odd feeling because a few things happen, and I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. I've got a little bit of time on my hands. I'm now beginning to think about all that's gone on, and I'm trying to keep myself bubbly, but I do feel slightly flat. It's a very odd feeling.
I think we had this discussion before, didn't we? Where, if you talk to musicians who've been on a tour, and then they suddenly are back from the tour, they just kind of don't know what to do the next night. It's all a bit strange, really. And I guess you've got the same feeling, haven't you?
It is. I mean, I've done some things before where I've got back, and I suppose I've been pressured right up to the last on this one because of a few things that have happened. I'm a bit ahead of schedule, mainly because of some waterways that I just couldn't canoe. In fact, even on this section, the weed has been really bad. You just can't paddle. The weed's thick, you can't move. It's just like dropping your canoe into really thick porridge that's been standing there for 2 days, and it's not going to go anywhere. So I've had to skip a few bits there, and it's an odd feeling. I know I've got it's very tangible now. It's all within reach, and I know I've got to finish. And actually, I have got a couple of leaks in my boat that just started today, so I've got to look at that tomorrow morning because I hate to think on the last day. I mean, how would that be?
That would be embarrassing, I think, apart from anything else.
Well, I'll stand up and slip as I go down.
Well, you could always wait till the tide's out on the estuary and then walk across. That'd be all right.
It may come to that, yes.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the Marines before, but they actually run out to the middle of the estuary whilst the tide's out with full packs on the back, so it's possible, isn't it?
Are you suggesting I do that with a canoe on my back?
Come on, where is your backbone, man?
Yes, I know. At the moment, I tell you, Vic.
Yeah, quite.
Come back.
It must be extraordinary. I mean, I understand what you're saying about you being flat, because, of course, you've planned for this. This doesn't happen overnight. You've planned for this for some time, and now you've almost achieved it. So you're kind of in that limbo land now, aren't you?
It is, and that's exactly. I was thinking about it earlier, and I thought that's why I'm a slight limbo. I want to get back. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the fundraising has been brilliant, and it's still going on. I sense that we'll have a good flow at the end. That's what I'm hoping. And we've got also the bicycle that was donated by Pashley. I've got to auction that, so that will go into the total as well. So there's lots happening in that sense. But there's a lot of planning went into this, and a lot of thought and design work, and it's been great, the whole thing. But it is a very odd feeling. I'm going to have to when I get back and sort out things, I think I'll think, okay, what now? What's the next project?
So there is something at the back of your head then?
Yeah, there is actually. I don't know how. I mean, it's nothing. It's an odd one.
Well, this isn't exactly orthodox, is it? Quite frankly.
I don't know why I said that. That's such a crazy thing. No, it's not. And this one is. It's been such a visual thing. It's a wonderful thing to have done. And I love the way it's engaged so many people. And I think so many people just. Well, a lot of people. Kids have been fascinating. It's a strange thing. It's really excited kids. As I've been going along and cycling through or canoeing, and a guy cycling and towing a canoe, I've seen kids just going, "Whoa, that's cool," or that's well good. and that's been great, really refreshing to see kids motivated that way. So
well, you've got the modern,
it's an interesting thing.
You've got the modern day parlance down pat, I would say.
I've been listening. I'm trying to stay young here.
That's well good. I should remember that one. I mean, I would say on your website, the pictures are lovely, and I've been checking your website every so often, and some of the photographs are quite stunning. You must be very pleased with them.
I've only seen them on my. I've got a smartphone, so at the moment I can only ever see anything, and they're coming from all these are coming from my telephone. It's
amazing, isn't it?
Kind of thing. Yes, incredible. But some of the sunsets and sunrises. The one I described to you the other time, and that was up in Stratford-on-the-Avon. I was physically moved by the whole experience in that one. That was an amazing evening, and there've been some beautiful sunrises and misty mornings, and it's been an extraordinary trip and quite an emotional one at times as well.
Yeah, fantastic. And how emotional will you be? I think it's about 2:00, isn't it? You're expecting to finish on the seafront in Exmouth, somewhere around there, isn't it? Or a little later?
I think it's a bit later, but the aim, it depends on the weather really, because the aim is to meet in the basin in the centre of Exeter, the quay, at about 10:00. We're then going to go on past Double Locks down to Turf. If the weather's good, we'll then cross the estuary. I say we, anyone else that wants to join, and we'll go across to Limpston. We're meeting any cyclists that want to go at the Swan Inn in Limpston, and then taking the cycle path down to Exmouth. I think probably aiming to get into Exmouth, into the heart of Exmouth, the Strand, somewhere around about 3:30, 4:00 around there.
What are you going to do if the weather's bad? I mean, because presumably, the tide, I noticed this morning the tide was in around about, 11 o'clock-ish. I don't know what the time is for Saturday, but what are you going to do if it is a bit dodgy?
Yeah, the tide times are okay for the one to do. If it is dodgy, then we'll come off with Double Locks and then I'll take the cycle path to the Spring Bridge and go down that way. So, I mean, either or will be fine on that side. Well, in answer to your question, I am a fairly emotional individual, so I don't know quite how I'll be. It's probably the best answer on that side. I can weep as well as anyone, so I'm not entirely sure what will happen there.
You can blubber with the best.
I can blubber with the best, but I really can.
So the plan is, just to take it easy until Friday when you sort of make it into Exeter. You kind of...
Yeah.
Is there a tendency still to think, well, I've done it, and, I can take my time now, and that, of course, is often your worst enemy, isn't it, really, in many respects?
Yeah, it is. I mean, time-wise, as far as distance is concerned, I'm okay. I don't want to be complacent, because I said I've got this leak in the boat. In fact, I think I've got a couple of small leaks that I need to attend to. Otherwise, it will be an interesting final day, so I want to kind of look at that. I've got a chat downstairs tonight with them, because I know that the canal was breached back in November, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, and they're doing a lot of work on it at the moment.
Yeah, they're still working on it, so I'm not quite sure how big my detour is going to be on that, because I'm trying to paddle as much of the water as I can. I just want to check that if I go right up to the dam, that I can get the boat, and so I'm going to have a chat tonight with a few locals and just see what's going on there. So, I'm trying to be diligent about it all and keep myself focused, but distance-wise, distance is fine.
Well, you could cycle it now, couldn't you? Quite frankly, in one good cycle, you'd be there, really, wouldn't you? So.
No, I would be. It'd be fine. I could do that easy. But I'm trying to grab as much. If the water's good and I can clear it, I'm trying to grab it.
Brilliant.
That was my kind of approach right from the beginning. So I've only come out of the water if I've had to, and I've lost a lot of miles that way, an awful lot of miles. But I've also learned a lot about the inland waterways of this country.
And indeed the people who are by the inland waterways of this country, I would imagine. And what goes on in the car parks they're in.
Yeah, there's a whole new book there as well.
I don't know what you're going to call that one.
Well, I'm not going to say on there.
No, I think that's best not to do that. Brilliant. Well, we'll catch up on Friday. I'll meet you on the quay. That'd be marvellous. And we'll have a little chat there. That'd be superb.
That'd be fantastic, Vic. That'd be really great. Well, thank you, and thanks for following on this. Really, as I've said, it's been a great thing. It's kept me going.
Well, I think people have genuinely been interested in your progress, and it is such an extraordinary adventure that, when you first kicked this off, where did you think you might finish? Did you think you might get to, I don't know, Stafford and think that's it, the boat's broken, we can't go any further, or did you...
I'm a very stubborn individual. I'm no athlete or anything. I'm a pretty ordinary kind of guy in that sense that I kind of look after myself physically, but I am very stubborn. And if I set my mind to something, unless I've got a few minor injuries. Getting out of Gloucester Docks, I sort of hurt my arm a little bit, so I'm only paddling on the one side now. Actually, my worst injury, stupidly, is I've just booked into the Globe in here, the B&B, and I was just going across to get to them and banged my shin on the bed. And that's the worst injury I've had the whole 2 weeks. It really hurt. I can't believe that. I'm back in Devon, I've hurt myself, and it's actually the worst injury is on the end of a bed.
That's extraordinary. There's another joke to be told there, but I'm not going to say it. Brilliant. I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, thanks, Vic. You take care.
Alistair Cope then, coming towards the end of this extraordinary journey from Edinburgh to Exmouth via paddle and pedal. And the charities that he's doing it for, you can find out about on his website, www.papete, papete.co.uk. An extraordinary journey then, coming to its conclusion, wrapping up on Saturday. The weather doesn't look too great, I have to say, Alistair. But hopefully there'll be enough dry weather for you too. Make it into Exmouth. Hello to Amanda, who's sent a message on Twitter. I hope it can survive until Saturday. That's the leaky boat amongst the charities, the Deaf Academy in Exeter. So Amanda, thank you very much indeed for the message on Twitter. If you'd like to get in touch via that way, you can do that at Swindon Red. Email vic.morgan@bbc.co.uk. You can send me a text if you wish. 81333. Start your message with the word studio, then leave a space, send your message. More from Alistair on Friday. I'll be meeting up with him in Exeter Quay to see just what sort of condition he's in after that amazing journey.